Imagine this, you're deep in the passion, everything's clicking, her responses are electric, and you think you've got it all figured out. But then, without warning, the vibe shifts, her enthusiasm fades, and that unbreakable connection starts to slip away. What if I told you it's often one small, overlooked habit that's derailing the whole experience, and it's something you can fix today to make things infinitely better for both of you? Let's dive right in and talk about why taking your time before the main act can change everything. See, a lot of guys view those early moments as just a quick prelude, something to hurry through to get to the good stuff. But for her, those build-up phases are where the real magic happens. It's what primes her entire system for deeper enjoyment. Think about it like warming up a car on a cold morning. If you jump straight into high speed, the engine might sputter or stall. Her body works similarly, it needs gradual arousal to increase blood flow, ease tension, and let her mind fully embrace the moment. Rushing skips all that, leaving her feeling like she's playing catch-up instead of being fully immersed. And biologically speaking, this isn't just opinion. Women's arousal pathways involve a complex mix of hormones and nerve responses that build slowly. For instance, oxytocin, that bonding hormone, ramps up with extended touch, making her feel more connected and responsive. If you cut that short, you're missing out on amplifying her natural pleasure responses. Take a real-life scenario. Picture a couple where the guy dives in too soon every time. She might go along with it to keep the peace, but over time, she starts feeling disconnected, maybe even resentful, because her needs aren't being met. On the flip side, when you extend that prelude, exploring with light kisses, gentle strokes across her arms or back, she begins to crave more, pulling you closer herself. It's like building a fire. Start with kindling and patience, and soon you've got a blaze that's hard to put out. So, how do you apply this practically? Next time, set a mental timer to spend at least 15 to 20 minutes just on exploration, without any goal in mind. Whisper compliments about how her skin feels, or trace patterns with your fingertips, make it playful and attentive. Have you ever tried that and noticed the difference in her reactions? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, this isn't about following a rigid plan, it's about tuning into her cues, like how her breathing deepens or her body arches toward you. When you do, the transition to more intimate steps feels seamless and exciting for both. This leads us naturally into another common pitfall, zeroing in too quickly on the most sensitive areas. Even if you've got the timing right overall, jumping straight to her private zones can throw things off. It's like turning on a bright light in a dark room, startling instead of inviting. Her whole body craves attention first, to wake up those nerve endings everywhere, creating a full-body wave of sensation. Women often share that when touch starts too focused down there, it feels abrupt, almost clinical, rather than passionate. Instead, imagine her as a canvas. You want to paint the entire picture, not just one corner. Begin with her neck, shoulders, thighs, areas that build anticipation without overwhelming. In my experience hearing stories from patients, this approach turns okay encounters into unforgettable ones. For example, one woman described how her partner once spent time massaging her feet and calves first, which melted away her daily stress and made her incredibly receptive. By the time they progressed, she was fully engaged, leading to a more mutual and satisfying experience. Practically, try incorporating sensory elements like warm oil or feathers for variety. And pay attention to feedback. If she guides your hand away, that's a signal to broaden your focus. What about you? Have you noticed how starting wider enhances the buildup? Share in the comments below. Building on that idea of attentiveness, let's talk about the intensity of your touch overall. Many guys don't realize their natural strength can come across as overwhelming if not calibrated. It's not about being aggressive on purpose, it's that in the excitement, movements can get a bit too forceful. Picture holding a fragile glass, too much pressure, and it shatters, just right, and it's secure. Her body responds the same way. Starting gentle creates safety, allowing her to relax and invite more. Women frequently mention that abrupt thrusts or grips pull them out of the zone, making them tense up instead of letting go. But when you begin softly, mirroring her energy, it fosters trust. Even for those who enjoy variety and pace, that foundation of care is key. Think of it as a dance: you lead, but you feel her steps and adjust accordingly. In real terms, if she's breathing faster and matching your rhythm, that's your green light to intensify. Otherwise, ease back and rebuild. Studies on sexual satisfaction, like those from the Journal of Sex Research, show that partners who prioritize mutual comfort report higher levels of fulfillment. Applying this, practice mindfulness during intimacy, focusing on her subtle signals. A sigh of contentment means keep going, a slight pull away means soften. This not only prevents discomfort but heightens the emotional bond. Where are you chatting from? Drop it in the comments section. It's always fun to see our global community. Shifting to a more specific angle, that same principle applies directly to handling her most delicate areas. A ton of misinformation out there suggests that more pressure or speed is always better, but that's far from true. Those zones are packed with nerves, making them ultra-sensitive. What feels mild to you might be too much for her initially. It's like seasoning food: a dash enhances, but overload ruins the dish. Women often express frustration when touch there starts intense, leading to irritation rather than bliss. The fix? Always err on the side of lightness, gradually increasing based on her responses. For instance, use circular motions with feather-light pressure at first, watching how she reacts. If she presses into it, that's your cue to build. Real-life example: a patient once shared how her partner's gentle approach transformed their intimacy from routine to electric, simply by listening to her body's language. And supporting this, research from sexual health experts emphasizes that arousal builds exponentially with tuned-in touch. So, in practice, communicate openly, ask what feels good, or better yet, let her show you. This turns the experience into a collaborative adventure. What do you think about incorporating feedback like that? Tell me in the comments. If you're enjoying these insights and want more tips on boosting your health and vitality, hit that subscribe button now. We're all about empowering men and women to feel their best, inside and out. Join our community today. Now, wrapping up our list, there's this well-intentioned habit that can actually backfire: fixating too much on achieving her peak moment. It seems noble, right? Wanting to ensure she's satisfied. But that spotlight can create unintended stress, shifting her from enjoyment to anxiety about performance. Imagine running a marathon with someone constantly asking if you're close to the finish. It distracts from the journey. For her, true release comes when she's free to immerse without expectations. Women describe how this pressure makes it harder to relax, ironically delaying or preventing what you're aiming for. Instead, emphasize the overall connection: shared breaths, eye contact, mutual exploration. When she feels accepted as is, without an agenda, her body naturally unfolds. Take a story from clinic chats. One woman explained that once her partner stopped pushing for the goal, their sessions became longer, more playful, and ultimately more fulfilling for both. Backing this, psychological studies on intimacy highlight that low-pressure environments foster deeper arousal. Practically, shift your mindset to savoring each sensation together, letting outcomes happen organically. This fosters repeat desire and stronger bonds. Have you experienced how letting go of goals improves things? Share your stories below. So, putting all this together, intimacy thrives when you prioritize her comfort, pace, and signals. It transforms from mechanical to magnetic, drawing you both closer each time. Remember, it's about creating a space where she feels truly seen and safe. And just a heads up, if you're curious about natural ways to enhance your own performance, like supplements for better erectile function, I've pinned my top 2 recommendations in the comments. Check them out. I'm Dr. Alex from The Healthy Body, here to help you unlock your best self. If this resonated, like, comment, and subscribe for more on health, vitality, and well-being. We're in this together. The best connections come from understanding and patience. See you in the next one.